plan versus actual of yearly and model. First I will talk about yearly. What was my plan, what I did actual, and then I will talk about model. So yearly plan. So in math, my plan was to complete class 7, 8, 9 and 10. But actually I completed only class 7. I am talking about yearly. Actually, but I completed only class 7. 6 also I think I completed. But it is not mentioned here. And 8. In 8 only in 8 class 8 one chapter, last chapter is left. And in English reading, my plan was to complete 3 books: The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Think and Grow Rich, and The Atomic Habit. But instead of Atomic Habit, I chose in this model Psychology of Money. But I completed The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, Think and Grow Rich. But in Psychology of Money, there is 143 pages left. In model. In math, my plan was to, for this model, module 4th, my plan was to complete class 8 and 9, but I completed, there is total 13 chapter in math, but I completed only 12 chapter and 1 chapter is left in math. In math of class 8, and in the science class 9 is not completed, any chapter. And in science, my plan was to complete class 6 and 7, but in class 6 there is 2 chapters left. And in English reading, my plan was to complete Psychology of Money, but 143 pages left, so this book is also not complete. Why? Because of laziness and procrastination. Like I can complete science classes in 1 day, and maybe 1 day or maximum 2 days. But sometimes I did not do it because of my laziness, because I just said, okay, I will do later, and I did not do it. That's why it taken very long. But chapters was easy. Only 1 chapter, which is I did last week. Chapter 10 was difficult, little difficult, not very. So all the chapters were easy. If I am doing 1 day, in 1 day I can complete maximum. I can take 2 days, but because of my laziness and because of procrastination, I did not do. And in math also, like if I have to do, if I am going to solve this question, then that chapter will complete. But I did not solve that question because I just procrastinate. I will do tomorrow, I will do later, I will do in the evening, in the morning, in the night. So I'm just giving a date, but I'm not doing on that time, on that day. So that's why math is also not complete. And what I will do for it, so like this in last week, if I'm giving a certain goal for a day, not for a week. First, for a day I have to complete this day, this chapter. Today I have to complete this chapter or this exercise and this question answer. So then I can complete, like in last week I did like this, so it was working, and I am already started to do this solution. So it is working for me, and so I can complete. I am able to complete if I am giving certain goals for a day, not for a week. I am not in last week I did not think about the week. I just think about the day, and I am working as not as per the day. I am working as per the date. Like I am not think today is Wednesday or Thursday. Like if I am today is 15 and I have to complete till 20. So I am not looking the day. I am just looking for the date. 5 days. In 20 date of 20, I have to complete 20 this chapter. So if I am giving like that, and so I am able to complete. And I am saying because I already did this solution and it is working. It is finished.
What is the difference between this and the daily promise that you make?
Daily, which difference between?
You're saying fixing a certain goal per day. So when is this happening? How is this happening? My main question is,
Yeah.
how are you going to replicate this in the future so that next year again you don't come at the end and you are saying, because of my laziness and progress. That should not be, like, how can we make sure that there is more of this? You are saying it, but I am not able to, differentiate it fully between. You are also having promises that you do. So promise me, does this also come?
Which promise you did?
Every morning you are doing a promise.
No, not in the morning. Because in the morning I did only timing center promise and only timing center promise and focus study. Sometimes focus study, but daily I'm just doing timing center promise. This
Only
week,
of timing center.
sir, that is
Sorry.
this week,
अच्छा पता नहीं लगा
like for fixing goal for per day, like I in one day I can give example of last week. One day I said I have to complete chapter 11 exercises, and I did not say I will complete, and I started to do completing. I started to do exercises, and it is happening, and I completed the exercise. Means not procrastinate. I will do later. Just start to do.
So how, I still need to understand, but how is the difference between before and now? Like, what are exactly the actions? What are exactly the actions that you are taking that are different from before? You are saying you are giving one instruction to your mind.
Like if I'm giving weekly presentation, in weekly presentation I'm doing planning. I will do daily per day 2 hours or 3 hours. 3 hours from my math. Planning was to do 3 hours per day. But sometimes it happens, sometimes I cannot achieve 3 hours. So that is I cannot if I'm doing like that, I'm not able to do, because I'm just watching the classes and sometimes I sleep, sometimes I just again watch, and means that in my mindset I have to just complete that hour. But if I'm saying fixing a per day goal, so fixing that goal, like I have to complete this chapter, this exercise, this question. I have to complete 20 question. I will do 40 question. Then and just started to do, not giving a time. Means if I'm just
Not the
started
day
to,
before, not the week before.
just
That
started to do that time. If I'm giving after prayer or in the afternoon, and anytime if I'm giving that I have to do, so just started to do. Not be like okay, I will do later, I will do after the day, I will do like this. Not say like that. Just started to do. And for fixing a goal, like this model, I will have to complete. I think this last week was the first week where I in this module 4th, where I complete as per the plan which I planned in the summary planning of next week. Weekly presentation, I plan to complete chapter 10 and 11. So I completed chapter 10 and 11 in last week. So this was the first week. Last week was the first week where I complete as per the summary of my planning in weekly presentation. Because I did not I have to complete this chapter. Daily I said I will complete this class, and then if it will take more 2 hours, 3 hours, so I will complete another. I will do exercises another day, and I have to complete exercises another day. Like example of chapter 11 of class 8, chapter 11 direct and inverse proportion. There is so many questions, and I was bored also when I was doing, because some is repeating because it was dependent only on formula. There is only 2 formula, and so I was sometimes in some question I don't want to do, but still I said no, I have to complete this, I have to practice. So I did the I give instruction to my mind and it is working. Not instruction, I just started to do on that time. That is working.
Can you explain me a bit more in detail? Like, you wake up in the morning, okay? At that time you are not setting a goal. Is the moment you come here, you are sitting, you are opening the book, say today I have to complete this. Is it like this? How does
I
it?
set the goal before the day.
You set the goal before the day. Yes.
Like if I'm complete this class, I completed this class, this chapter.
You were doing maths. You said, okay, tomorrow I have to complete this much.
Yeah.
Because you just complete, okay, this much. And then?
Yeah, I just if I'm saying I have to complete, like today I completed chapter 11 or chapter 12. Any chapter, like chapter first if I'm completing, so it is completed in just half an hour. So I will start to do solving now. Just after that classes or maybe 1 hour later. And if it is taking 2 hours, one or more than 2 hours, so I will say okay, I will do solving question numericals tomorrow. And tomorrow just I said okay, I will solve numericals tomorrow. And when I came in the morning, I planned as per the goal already I set. And I planned like I will do, if I have to do math solve, so I will plan for that in the either in the morning or in the afternoon, not in the evening time, because in evening time there is another work, so I am not able to do on that time. So in the morning or in the afternoon. So I just as per the goal. And one thing is also I have to do there. I am doing review with green and red pen. So there sometimes more times it happens with there, like if 11 to 12 o'clock I have to do math solve. There more times there I circle with red pen. So there is also in my mind, no, I have to do with green pen. That is also working. The green pen उसको circle करना है. You don't need to I don't want to use red pen. I want to use their green pen. That is also working. There is many things, but it is not. But this one is, I think, this solution to fix a goal per day. Don't think about the week, because when I think about the week, I will complete this chapter. Then I will complete. अभी इतना दिन है. I say so. This is not working. So per day fixing goal, it is working and it is the solution.
Fix a goal per day, and you are taking action right away. Okay, in morning or afternoon. And before, how was it happening? You said before what was happening is that you were, like you said, every day I have to complete, let's say, 2 hours. So you will just watch the videos and maybe not do the math. I don't know. What was the difference between earlier? Now I understood what you are saying of now. पहले कैसे होता था?
पहले in starting in this model, not because in this model I observed, जैसे I said in my summary of planning I will complete chapter 1 and 2. So I started to watch classes after maybe Sunday or started from Monday. If I am starting from Monday, so I will watch the classes. Then again I will watch the classes, and then sometimes I just get sleep because of because in my mind there is okay, अभी तो इतना दिन बाकी है. So in my mind is looking for अभी 5 दिन बाकी है, because it is just Monday, so and there is 5 days left in a week. So 2 days left, 2 days gone, so 5 days left in a week. So my mind is looking for अभी 5 दिन बाकी है. So that is and then I just started to passing the time. I I will just watch classes, and sometimes I get sleep. Sometimes I just start. Then again I have to start the starting the classes, and again I have to watch the classes from starting, and then it takes more time because it is looking left days, and it is that it is not looking which days has already gone. It is looking 2 दिन है 3 दिन है कल कर लेंगे. This is about this is the procrastination. I did more, but in this last week I did not did like this. If I am saying I have to complete, so if I am feeling I want to sleep, so I just pause the record. I just pause the video, and I started to talk with someone, and started to just thinking